What's up guys, Bloodshed here, bringing you a level guide for Lost Ark. This is going to be for levels 1 to 50. I'm going to include tips and tricks, a graphic, everything. You might be wondering, Blood, you already did this, right? So don't screenshot this. This is the old one. The only thing that's changing actually is main story and red quest till Arthentine and then questing till 50. So this, you don't do this anymore. No more red quests, no more Arthentine yellow quests. Let's refresh the page now. This is all you do. 2 weeks ago, we had about 2 weeks ago, we had an update here in Lost Ark. Now all you have to do is the main story MSQ quest until level 50, right? The main quests are yellow and then they turn to blue once you get your ship. And that's it, that's all you do. And then everything else is the same, the tips and tricks and everything along that. So I'll probably chop up the old video and add it after this commentary right here. Really quick, if you could like the video, it does help the channel grow tremendously. I hate to do reshoots of the videos, but I didn't want to have misinformation out there. So yeah, quick like on the video and subscribe if you want more Lost Ark content. And I have a download link on the website here if you just want to download it. They also changed the game on us. Instead of just getting tier 1, we're getting the start of tier 3 in Papua New Guinea. So I might update 1 or 2 more videos because at the time we assumed we were getting only T1 from, open closed beta. But without further ado, let's get into the level guide. All right, once you pick your character here and you're ready to go, you talk to Beatrice, you jump through the portal. After the cutscene, you're gonna get off the boat and it's gonna give you an option to skip the prologue or not skip the prologue. This will save you about 25 minutes, give or take. So I usually just skip it. It puts you at level 10, which is really nice. Gets you right into the action as soon as possible. This game's pretty awesome. It gives you a mount and a pet really early on. The mount's obviously good. You always want to mount up. It's going to give you mobility to get around. The pets are great in the game also as they pick up everything. Gear, gold, materials. It's just more efficient than having to click G or to have to click on each item individually. If this is your second character, or if you bought a founder's pack, you can hit Alt P on the keyboard to bring up the pet menu and equip your pet right away, and then you never have to worry about it again, right until you want to switch pets or whatever. The mount, you can't miss it. It's tied to the main story quests, so just follow along. We'll talk more about main story quests here shortly. The pet quest is actually a purple quest, so if you see this pop up around level 14, I made a new account just to have this quest again. You just go back to the first town and talk to Lucy, and then she'll give you the quest for your little rabbit pet right away. If you're like level 14 and you don't see anything, hit the quest journal and see if it shows up on the left side. It should be a purple quest. They're called legacy quests. Legacy means it's for your whole account, so you only have to do this one time across all characters. All right, so basically the most important part of the whole video, you're just gonna focus on main story quests like we talked about earlier. They start out as gold on top, and eventually they turn to blue once you get your ship. And that's it. Don't get distracted by red quests. Don't get distracted by yellow or chain quests or anything like that. Now, anything that you do will come in handy. Eventually, you're probably gonna cycle back and do a lot of the questing. But if we're just focused on the fastest way to 50, you're gonna focus on these 2 boys right here. Okay, I have tons of leveling tips for you guys, so let's go ahead and get through that. Always grab these triports. This is how you're gonna travel around the map. A lot of times you can walk right past them in the open world and forget about them. This is what's gonna save you a lot of time so you can get around a lot faster or get back to where you're going and not have to run and do that extra time. So always grab triports. You can alt click easily with the overlay. So you use tab or whatever button you have to bring up your overlay map. And if you push alt and left click, you can just teleport directly from your map instead of having to bring up the normal map with M and then do it that way. It's just faster. A lot of times you usually have your overlay map up anyway. Silver is the main currency of Lost Ark. Don't feel guilty spending it on teleporting. I would teleport everywhere. Like wherever you're going, my quest is down here, and just keep using it, right? It's just more efficient to get around and you're gonna get so much of it, it won't really matter that much. If you're in a dungeon or an instance, some zones are oddly instanced. You can just teleport out, bring up F2, bring up your song list and hit Song of Escape, or you can drag it to your hotbar, obviously, and then it'll just teleport you out of the zone, right? So you don't have to even pay for the teleport sometimes. You can just get out of there instead of running out. It does take extra time. Whenever I'm lost on what to do, all you do is click this little diamond thing shape here, and then it shows you exactly the zone. It even highlights it on where to go. So it's really easy to know where you gotta go and to get around. So as you're leveling, you're gonna get lots of unwanted loot. It's super easy to get rid of it. You just open up the dismantle menu and you just click on whatever type you want to send. So you can send it all over instantly in the field while you're moving, in the middle of a boss fight, whatever, right? And hit dismantle. And then boom, you get all the parts for it. The leveling parts look like junk dust and small pieces, stuff like that. This actually sells for more to the vendor. So just dismantle it in the field. And then when you do get to the vendor, you just sell them the dust and you make more money that way. If you're playing and it's NA EU launch and shit's crowded and it's hard to get quests done, which there's only a few quests where it could be a problem, but if it's an issue, just to the top right of the screen, you can actually change channels and then it might be less populated over there. And it's like a whole new zone, right? So it's almost, it happens dynamically. So the more people in the zone, the more channels you get. And look, there's less people here. And then I can click on my NPC or whatever I want to do. This is a small tip, but always hit dash on cooldown. You can even do it on your mount. And then you have a separate one on your mount, right? So you can dash and then you can also jump on your mount or move. Different mounts have different abilities, which is cool. But yeah, always use dash. Just get around, try to be efficient. When you want to talk to an NPC, it's actually faster to hit the G key than click on them, especially if there's other people around. It could be problematic, or sometimes it doesn't like click. Like I just clicked on him right there. You see how it was weird? So I just went up to him and I hit G, and then boom, it goes right into the cutscene. And from here, you don't actually have to spam G like it's showing here on the bottom left. You can just push left click, which I didn't know the first few hours I was playing. You can just spam left click and it's way faster, and then you can hit accept and then get on with your way. On the first playthrough, also, you can't skip a lot of the cutscenes, but some of them you can, so just pay attention to it. I'm always hitting escape. All right, this next tip is really huge, okay? So you're gonna get lots of potions on your journey while leveling. There's regen potions. You can see it does health over a certain amount of seconds, so like 900 over 8 seconds, 1592 over 8 seconds. Use these. These are here. They give you a lot of potions. Don't die. It's inefficient to die and have to run back and this and that. So yeah, just go ahead and use all these. But these ones, the percentage-based potions, these are like raid potions. Do not use these. Save these for later on in content. 30% of your maximum HP. You can only use these ones actually in raids. So regen good, percentage bad. Don't use them. Just save them. Stockpile them. Also, these like resurrection feathers stack per account. So right-click them if you got them. Like this kind of stuff. Just right-click it, get it out of your inventory. You know, we got buffs here. Use the buffs. Click a lot of the stuff to click on. Like here's an emote. Now I'm learning the emote. You can use it all and get it out of your inventory. Some quests do require emotes, so make sure you have it and make sure you learn it. If you're trying to equip a ring in your alt slot, alt right-click, and then it sends it to your alt, just like Diablo, if you guys play Diablo. So if you get an upgrade and you don't have to like go in and try to like move things around to do it. And that's pretty much it. Again, focus on that main story. Remember to like the video if it helped you out. Again, I have a website with a Lost Ark section. I'm building it out currently. There's gonna be tons of builds, tons of guides on there to give you guys all the information possible. And I'm gonna have those cheat sheets, right? So there's gonna be a leveling cheat sheet with all this information on it. That way you don't have to remember it if you wanna have it up in the corner while you're leveling. I do it for Diablo 3, so it's easy to kind of, it's similar to what I already do type of content. If you guys have any other tips and tricks, leave them in the comments below. People might be trolling the comments, looking down there, you know, getting more tips to make their leveling run even faster. It should take you 12 to 16 hours if you follow this method. But if it ends up taking you around 20, you know, enjoy the ride and just don't sweat, right? Just enjoy the game. That's gonna be all for me today. This is Bloodshed and I'm out of here. Peace.